Hey everyone, this is Jen Sheffer from the Burlington Public Schools EdTech team, and today I'm going to show you one of my favorite web tools and iOS applications, and that is Padlet. So to get started with Padlet, once you've logged in with your Google account, you're going to come over here on the right hand side and you're going to click on New Padlet. And once you are brought into this blank canvas area, you can start modifying your Padlet wall. So you're going to come over here to this gear at the bottom and you're going to click on Modify this Padlet. So one of the first things you can do is pick a small image to associate with your wall, and this is going to be shared with a global audience, so I'm going to go ahead and click on that globe. I'm going to give this a title, and this is going to be VHS Help Desk EdTech Tutorials. And then I can add a description, and this is going to be EdTech Tutorials created by the students of the Burlington High School Help Desk. So my students are going to copy and paste links to their screencasts onto this wall, so it will become publicly available, and it will be a digital gallery, if you will, of all of their work. So Padlet is great for showcasing student work. It's also great for posting entrance and exit tickets if you wanted to do some quick formative assessments. So now that you've done your basic information, you can click on Wallpaper. You could add your own custom wallpaper if you had a particular image that you wanted to use, or you could select one of the themes that are automatically generated by Padlet, and this is technical based, so I'm going to go ahead and click on that matrix wallpaper. The next choice is layout. By default, the layout is freeform, which means posts can be put anywhere on the wall and resized freely. This is personal preference, and for me, I like grid, and grid allows the post to be displayed in a grid-like layout, especially when students are sharing presentations or videos. I like grid. Another choice is stream, where posts are placed one below the other, but that again is personal preference. Next is the privacy area of Padlet, and by default it's a hidden link, and this means that the Padlet has a public link, but the link will be hidden from Google and public areas of Padlet. What you could opt to do is either make it private so that you and your students that you add by email could access the Padlet, but if you're like me and you're avoiding emailing with students, you could make it password protected initially, so when your students access the wall, you give them a password, and then you would change this from view to write. So you would allow your students to view and write posts to the wall, but they could not make changes to other people's posts. Once all of the content has been added to the wall, if you're using it as a gallery like I've mentioned, you could change that visibility to totally public and leave this at can view. That way parents will be able to see it, your colleagues, really a global audience will be able to see your Padlet wall, which is really exciting for you and your students. The other option is to add people via email, and then last but not least, you can moderate posts, and if you select that box, you as the moderator would approve posts before they show up on the Padlet for other readers. So there may be instances where that would be applicable for your particular assignment. Once you have figured out all of your privacy settings, you can go to notifications, and you could be notified when someone posts on your Padlet wall. So if you were sharing out a wall with students and it was a homework assignment and they needed to add to it and you wanted to know when students were doing that, you could select send me an email, which is sent once a day when your students post to the wall. Next is the address, and I really like this feature because you can select a custom Padlet.com address to easily share with your students. So you'll notice it's Padlet.com/jsheffer/ and I'm going to say BHS screen, I'm going to change that actually to Help Desk Screencasts. And I'm given the notification that that custom Padlet address is available, so I can click Pick, and you'll notice up here it has been changed to Help Desk Screencasts. Just an easy way to share with that custom address. Next is the copy area. If I wanted to make a copy of the wall, I could, but I am given the notification that changes to one Padlet wall will not affect any of the other copies. I can also copy with posts or copy without posts. And if I needed to delete the wall for any reason, I could go ahead and click on delete right here. So now I'm going to go ahead and show you what it would look like for a student to post to the wall. So if I double click on the wall, I'm given a title. So I'm going to call this Google Classroom Calendars. I could write something additional here, and you could instruct your students if you wanted them to write additional information, they could, but then I'm just going to click, and then I'm brought to the Add an Attachment section. So this is where the power of Padlet really comes into play, because here's where I can paste a link to a website, a web page, a photo, a video, a song, document, article, another Padlet, or anything else. That's why I love this so much, because I can really link anything to it. So I'm going to go ahead and go to that video that I have, and I'm going to paste it right there and hit submit. And I'm given the preview, looks good, it sure does, okay, and then there it is. So as all of your students start to add their digital creations to this wall, they all get nicely displayed in either that stream or that grid layout, whichever you've selected, or if you've done the freeform, that works too. If you wanted to modify it for whatever reason, you could come over and edit your post, and then you could select that trash icon if you wanted to delete that post from the wall. So that is how you use Padlet. I hope this was helpful. It is a fantastic tool, as I mentioned, and again, if you wanted to share this link, you would copy and paste that into your Google Classroom as an announcement, and then your students would have quick and easy access to add their digital creations to your Padlet wall. Thank you so much for watching, and contact me if you have any other questions.